Hello everyone, it's your buddy Sven here once again coming at you with another Warframe video. Now in case you guys haven't noticed, the Echoes of the Sentient came slightly late. That's no fault of DE, they fixed a ton of bugs. I've got a little bit of experience in U17 and it's so fantastic. I'm gonna probably gush throughout this video. This thing is so fantastic. What I've got here is, the Echoes of the Sentient. I'm gonna be covering what Update 17 does exactly, all the little things. I'm gonna give a brief overview of Equinox, and I'll go into detail with Equinox in a later video, probably next Wednesday if I've got it by then. For now though, we're gonna go right into it, and we're gonna cover Equinox right here. So this is all Equinox. So Equinox is all splitting between night and day. Day and night do different things. So power 1 is Metamorphosis, and what this does is that is the ability that lets you switch between day and night. So this is the move you have from the get-go. Now, day form is bonus damage and speed, night form is bonus shields and armor. So it appears from the get-go that night form is going to be the very tanky. From what I've seen, night form is almost like another Trinity, barring the healing. It's going to be really cool. And the day form is a lot of your damage. Power 2 is rest and rage. Day has rage, night has rest. So day is enemies in a small targeted area become vulnerable to damage. I assume this means that it'll either lower some form of armor or just make, your allies do extra damage to that target. And then rest, as it would imply, in a small targeted area, enemies are put to sleep. This is going to be strong. Sleep seems like a very solid CC. That's going to be a really good shutdown tool. Power 3 is pacify and provoke. I don't know why they have it the other way around, because they put night and then day first. Pacify and provoke, though. So day has provoke, which is increase the power strength of nearby allies. That's going to be really strong, especially with something like an Excalibur or an Ash on your team. Something that has a hyper damage carry, think like a Mesa. And then pacify, reduces damage dealt by nearby enemies. So it's literally the exact flip of provoke. This is going to reduce the damage of nearby enemies. That's going to be really good if you have a lot of squishies on your team and you're getting overwhelmed. I can think of Knight being a great defensive frame with a few of these abilities so far. Now, Power 4, your ultimate, Mend and Maim. Maim, nearby enemies are bled and then subjected to a wave of slashing force. So we're going to get a bleed proc and slash damage coming off of day, and then allies are healed with each nearby enemy killed, which is mend. So basically, from that what that looks like is wow, mend looks like a well of life from Trinity in an area. That's going to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, well of life. If I'm not mistaken, well of life, does that apply CC? I think it applies a brief form of CC. So I don't know if Amend is going to, but that's a huge area where you're going to get a few people. That's going to be cool. I could see power range being a huge thing on Equinox, which is really cool because we don't see a lot of power range frames in the game. We see Frost and maybe Saren, but I can't think of a whole lot of other frames where range is going to make a huge deal like it does with Equinox. Now, what everyone is hyping up about, this player movement overhaul. They give you an ability to go do the tutorial in the beginning of the game. I highly suggest it. You get to see what they do with the new game. You get to see the new movement system in action. You get to do it for yourself. There are so many great things that it includes. So, first off, it's double jump. Exactly like what you think. You press space or whatever you do for jump, you press it while you're in the air, you double jump. It's really cool. It makes it so that you jump a little bit higher than a Zephyr would normally. It's really cool. Double jump I could see being incredibly useful, and you could do it off of walls, so you can hop off of a wall and then double jump, and you could double jump onto a wall, run up the wall, and then double jump off the wall. There's so many cool things you could do with double jump alone. Now you have bullet jump, which after sliding, you press the jump button, and it sends it into a midair dash, kind of like the new slash dash. Wherever your mouse is pointing, it's going to point there. So if you have it more in a line, you're going to go more forward. If you have it straight up, you're going to go more straight up. Temporarily improving movement speed as well. Players can use a bullet jump as a double jump in any direction. That is really cool. Next up is something I'm very excited for, which is wall latch. Wall latch is pressing the right mouse button, or whatever you do to aim, against a wall. It allows you to attach on a flat surface for a limited duration. You may fire your primary or secondary weapon while using wall latch. That's going to keep you on a wall and you could fire away. It's going to keep you from having to run along the wall constantly, which makes it harder to aim. Wall dash. Pressing the jump button while against any surface will allow a player to hop along the surface in any direction. This can be used to scale vertical surfaces and can be chained indefinitely. This allows you to just jump up the wall constantly. It's going to be so cool. Aim gliding. This is something a lot of people are excited for. Using the aim button while midair will slow the player's fall speed, enabling a slow glide that players can fire their weapon in any direction from. This slows down your fall and gives you a far easier time shooting people in air. This is going to be extremely cool, coming off of some of these other parkour abilities, jumping off of ledges. I can think of a few missions where it would be really cool. Another thing it doesn't mention that I tested, aim gliding will not make you roll when you hit the ground. You will land exactly where you land. This is really good to know because sometimes rolling and you could fall certain places. Aim gliding, you just aim glide a little bit and then you'll just fall like there's a pillow under your feet. It's beautiful. Now zip lines. I'm more hyped for the zip lines than I should be. Pressing X while near a zipline will allow players to jump directly onto the zipline, and you can run or dash along ziplines, and press X to jump on a zipline can be done after a double jump. This is cool because you run right down the zipline. You don't, latch on and you slowly fall down depending on the slope. You actually can run along it. That is really cool in my opinion. Now, the submersible Arcwing, what a lot of people called Sharkwing when it was teased in one of the dev streams. You explore the new depths of Uranus, depths of Uranus, smoothly transitioning from on foot to submersible Arcwing mode. The exclamation point threw me off. Encounter new and deadly Grineer enemies, unique environments, and enjoy various game modes including defense, survival, capture, rescue, mobile defense, exterminate, and sabotage. We're getting some really cool modes in this. New boss battle. Tile Regger is back and stronger than ever. Assassinate the skilled threat amidst the oceans of Titania, Uranus. So we got a boss of Uranus now. It looks like it's probably going to be one of these submersible Arcwings, maybe. I haven't done the boss battle yet, but we got Tile Regger back in the game. Tile Regger quickly became, it seems like, everyone's favorite enemy after his voice overhaul during the 2 Minute of Regger event. That was really exciting. He had a great voice. That voice actor did a great job. DE did a great job with that. So having him as a boss is going to be amazing. That is how you get the Equinox Warframe. You get him via destroying Tile Regger, and in order to build the Equinox Warframe, I already know, you have to build the day and night parts. That's its little gimmick. So there's more to build, unfortunately. But it'll be worth it. Now, the new quest. Is the strange drone scanning Tenno just an upgraded piece of Corpus technology, or are there more sinister things stirring in the Origin system? Now, the quest hasn't been implemented yet. They had to withdraw that so they can get Update 17 out quickly, and then they'll bring out they'll bring out the quest at a later point, probably in the next little patch that they do with it. New tile set. Delve into the depths of the Grineer Ocean with a new underwater tile set. So this is probably to accommodate our little Sharkwing or submersible Arcwing. Conclave editions, daily challenges, new Conclave maps. This is going to be pretty cool for those of you who enjoy Conclave. I don't know much about Conclave. It doesn't give me much, so I can't go much into detail. New weapons. We have the Ack and Brunt. Tile Regger's custom axe and shield are how he likes to eliminate quote-unquote frustrations. This makes me think that we can actually get the Ack and Brunt. An axe and shield sound really cool. Grattler. Shatter your opponents with explosive shells from this devastating Arcwing cannon. Wow. Harpack. Spike enemies to the wall or reel them in with this automatic harpoon gun. Oh, that sounds great. The Cullstar. Rain hell on the enemy with his handheld cluster rocket launcher. Hey, an explosive that might not be, as disappointing as the post-patch Penta. Twin Grakatas. When one Grakata isn't enough, bring another for extra firepower. That might be one of my most hyped parts of Update 17. I love the Grakata with a burning passion. The thing is so great. So now we get twin Grakatas. This is going to be so much fun. New Kubro items. Kubro armor outfit your Kubro with the Rostam and Valen decorative armor, and a new breed of Kubro, the Chesa Kubro. Trained to retrieve valuable resources for its master. Looks like we finally have a carrier-style Kubro to implement. I don't know how many people will go away from the carrier/carrier prime to go for it, but it seems like a very interesting idea. If you're a Kubro fanatic and you wanted a retrieval Kubro, DE listen to you. New customization. We got some new customizable items. We got 4 new capes. This is pretty damn cool. Now what we got is the Isvara the exclusive garment of the Tenno chosen to protect the Orcan Council of Executors, the Nalumblo, which is worn to honor the lotus, the Udyat, which is a flowing ribbon of silken fabric crowned with a star, and the Vanquished banner. Add insult to injury by mocking the Grineer with their own banner. That's pretty sweet. And something that a lot of people are talking about, the utility mod slot now. Prepping your mod build just got a lot easier. The new Exilus utility slot frees up space by offering a place for utility mod. Now this is stuff like Maglev and Rush. The stuff that doesn't quite impact your combat ability, the more utility-based mods, you have a slot for that now. That's going to be pretty sick. Anywho, this wraps up my summarization of Update 17, Echoes of the Sentient. This has been probably the most hyped update that Warframe has ever brought out, and I'm extremely excited to go in. I'll be posting probably some gameplay, some features for Equinox. It's going to be a very exciting thing to do. Anywho, if you like what you heard in this video, please leave a like. That helps me out so much. We hit the 50 sub goal early, ladies and gentlemen. We beat it by a month. I can't believe it. Thank you all so very much. But if you want to, please click that big red button below and help me grow even more. That helps me so much more than you could possibly imagine. I love interacting with you guys, so please leave a comment below. Talk about Update 17. I'll go back and forth with you guys. We can hop on this hype train together. Anywho, this has been Sven. I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.